Hello everyone, it's Beverly here and welcome back to the channel. It's so nice to have you here. If it's your first time visiting, a special welcome to you also. In today's video, I will be covering the different types of seeds that are available as a hybrid, heirloom, GMO versus non-GMO seeds. So this is the time of year when we're all buying our seeds, especially our vegetable seeds, and starting our seeds indoors. But are we using our preferred type of seeds? This is something I always wonder about, and I've decided to do a bit of in-depth research. Based on my research, I will give you a basic breakdown of the different types of seeds so you can plant your preferred type of seeds. The first seed I'll be covering is the heirloom seeds. For example, in buying my seeds for this upcoming season, I got me these carrots and also these beans, and these are both heirlooms. So I will give you a basic definition of what is a heirloom seed. Heirloom seeds are the one our grandparents grew. They may be hundreds of years old or even decades old. Many gardeners believe that heirloom seeds are more natural than hybrid or GMO seeds. This is because for heirloom is a natural selection and no man-made manipulation is involved in any way or form. We'll now move on to hybrid seeds. First thing to note is that hybrid seeds are more expensive to produce than heirloom, and you may ask why. This is because their production is done in a lab and relies upon trials and careful scientific method to create. This leads to hybrid seeds having varieties that have specific traits. A simple term for that would be natural man-made manipulation. So to produce a hybrid seed, a male and a female species of specific traits are needed. From there on, pollination is carefully monitored between the two species, the male and the female. This results in an offspring that carry the desired characteristics. In most cases, the offspring are more adaptable to more stresses and are more uniformed, consistent producers. That's a basic idea of how a hybrid seed is produced. I'll now go on and briefly cover what a GMO seed is and how that comes about. But as we all know, GMO stands for genetically modified organism. The process involves manipulation in a plant variety through cloning and protein engineering. This results in a variety that may be resistant to insecticide and herbicide and may carry other specific traits. It is important to note that GMO seeds are commercially controlled. To grow GMO seed, you have to have a licensing agreement with the parent company, meaning that there are very few GMO seeds available to the home gardener. I will now cover some of the pros and cons of the different types of seeds. One of the pro on heirloom seeds, and I'll start with heirloom seeds, that they're open pollinators. And with open pollination, that's how they're able to reproduce through open pollination instead of a man-made manipulation. So that's more of a natural process in with the open pollination. They're completely natural, and there are a piece of history, seeing that they go way back hundreds of years, even decades. These seeds can be saved, and you will get a species that's similar to the one previously grown. They're proven by time and may be organic. Some of the cons are the heirloom seeds are more prone to insects and herbicides. That's one of the biggest downfall of the heirloom seeds, and that's why you always have to find ways to treat these diseases. Also, their open pollination can lead to unusual fruits or vegetables. And I personally experienced that last year. I planted me some heirloom tomatoes, and I planted them. For some reason, I just kept all my tomatoes together. It was some beef stock tomatoes, some plum tomatoes, and some cherry tomatoes. And my beef stock, they were much smaller, looked a little weird and crooked. My plum tomato, the same thing, because I realized after that they cross pollinated through open pollination, and so each species take on a different variety or a different look. So now I know not to plant them close together. So you combat that by not planting each species close to each other to allow for open pollination or cross pollination. So you make sure to space them away from each other or one another. Heirloom plants from heirloom seeds are also less tolerant of weather extreme, and they also produce less. Those are the pros and cons of growing heirloom seeds. As for the hybrid seeds, some of the pros are they have more of an improved vigor and produce far more. They're also adaptable to environmental extremes. The cons on growing hybrid seeds are their seeds cannot be saved, so you will be consistently buying new seeds. Also, their flavors are not as good as heirlooms. What are the pros and cons of GMOs? The pros for GMO are that you're getting enhanced production, resistant to pesticide and herbicide, which therefore reduces tilling in your soil. It's extensively tested and regulated. That's your GMO. It's drought resistant, and it grows and produces faster than its counterparts. Some of the cons on growing GMO are possible toxicity and health concerns, environmental changes, weeds gaining resistance, ecosystem changes due to interaction with the plant traits. Now that you've gotten a basic understanding of what the different plants are, as in heirlooms versus hybrids versus GMO, I hope this will help you to select your seeds in an informed manner and to plant the seeds that you preferred. For me personally, I like my heirloom seeds. The fact that they go way back in time, their taste have more of a flavor and better taste than the hybrid and the others. What I also like is that I can save my seeds, and I'm guaranteed to get me a similar crop to the one I previously grew, that makes me lean more to planting heirloom seeds. So I'm always scoping out for heirloom seeds. However, that may not be for everyone, as you will have to deal with pesticide and taking care of different pests and so forth. So you may be one who prefer hybrid, knowing you don't have to worry about those sort of things, taking care of insects and herbicides and what have you. So if that's your way, that is also okay. It's just about what you comfortable with and what you want. But this video is about giving you that information so you can choose your preferred seeds. All right, so that's it for this video. I want to thank you for taking your time to watch this video as usual. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.